We have seen that intense coastal low pressure system now develop. It is sitting just off the Hunter coast, but it is pushing a lot of rainfall onto the coast, all the way down towards the south coast of New South Wales. So since 9 a.m. yesterday, the highest rainfall totals have been around Jervis Bay, up to 100 millimetres, but also more than 50 millimetres around Newcastle, Williamtown, and up towards southern parts of the mid-north coast. And if you've looked at the Sydney radar, there is a lot of orange and red now coming on shore, with rain really set to build over the next few hours.
Right, so we're looking at some huge falls already. I'm just looking at the radar now, and you can see that big patch of yellow and orange making its way onshore. Okay, take us through the warnings right now.
Yeah, so we do have a number of warnings all the way from southeast Queensland and down towards right down to New South Wales south coast. So first, for that heavy rain and damaging winds, that extends all the way from the mid-north coast and down towards Ulladulla. So that does include Wollongong, Sydney and Newcastle. We're already seeing those rainfall totals building, and we could see up to 120 millimetres over a 6-hourly period, leading to flash flooding. And there is also a number of flood watches for the possibility of minor flooding through the day today. And then into the afternoon, we'll see those winds really ramping up. So we are expecting wind gusts up to 110 kilometres an hour right along that coastal strip, and then also in excess of 120 kilometres an hour with destructive wind gusts are possible as well as we head into tonight and also tomorrow. But then into tomorrow, the focus of rainfall really shift down towards areas south of Wollongong. So Wollongong itself down towards Bateman's Bay, Bermagui, Eden. Over the next sort of 48 hours, we could see isolated falls of more than 200 millimetres down that New South Wales south coast and into eastern parts of Gippsland as well. So we are looking at quite a few hazards as well as those dangerous coastal conditions which are set to ramp up from tonight.
Yeah, the surf's looking like it's going to be pretty wild. Okay, so that's this 24 hours. The next we'll still see some pretty wild weather. When is it going to move on?
So if you are across sort of the Hunter mid-north coast, we'll gradually start to see that rain easing back from tonight, tomorrow morning, but we will still see those very dangerous coastal conditions on the beach, and we could see coastal erosion, and the possibility of seeing those strong wind gusts does continue. If you're in Sydney, we'll see that rainy easing to showers late tonight and tomorrow, but still will be a wet day tomorrow, and it still will be very windy with very dangerous conditions out in the water. As I mentioned, anywhere south of that Wollongong will see that heavy rainfall tomorrow. And for those across southeast Queensland, particularly up through the scenic rim and towards Gatton and Toowoomba, those damaging winds build tonight and will continue into tomorrow. The low pressure system doesn't really move off until later tomorrow, so we'll see these very windy and also very large waves along the coast all the way into Thursday.
Does this qualify as an east coast low?
So we have taken a very close look at this, and to call it an east coast low, it does need to meet a very specific set of criteria. So this one doesn't at this stage, and the reason why it hasn't is firstly because the winds coming from the south to southwest, we do need those winds to come from the east. That has to be a little bit more of a oomph to it, a bit more power to it. We're not seeing that with this system, and also this low pressure system isn't going to stick around long enough to cause those really hazardous impacts. So if you think back to 2007, those winds and waves were strong enough to push the Pasha Bulker right onto the coast near Newcastle. Not expecting to see those sorts of high-end severe weather, but the message for those across New South Wales and Victoria is that we're still expecting severe weather, heavy rainfall, flash flooding and damaging to destructive winds for today and also tomorrow.